pretty. Oh, hold on. Can you please put that down? Let me just talk to you normally. Hi guys, welcome back to Kanani Cooks. This is our first actual recipe video. Today we're going to be making egg curry, anda curry. We got the recipe from my college roommate, Nitya. Her mom used to make a big pot of this whenever we were around, and we all gobbled it up. So a few years down the line, I got the recipe, and now let's make it together. So for this recipe, we need 1 onion, 1 tomato, 1 large sized tomato, probably like an inch of ginger, jalapenos for the spice lovers out there. I'm going to be adding this at the end because my daughter doesn't eat spice, and 1 can of full fat coconut milk. I will do the spices at the end. Okay, here goes. So we are going to start with some oil, and this one uses coconut milk. So I usually go lighter on the oil, just enough to saute the onions, because coconut milk itself is very heavy. So starting with turning on the gas, I am making 3 times the recipe, but you guys can just be doing 1/3 of this. So I need a little bit more oil. This was too stingy. My mother used to always say that always add more oil to everything. It makes the food good. I don't add as much as her, but I try. So now these are mustard seeds, and I'm gonna add about 3/4 of a teaspoon worth, but then times 3 because I'm making more. And we're gonna let them heat up, and we're gonna splutter. So once they splutter, then we can add in the onions. Usually I have something called curry pata, which is curry leaves, which unfortunately are not available where I'm at right now. It's an Indian plant that people have in their house, but I don't have it right now, so I'm making do without it. Okay, the mustard seeds are spluttering right now, so I am adding my onion. I have very roughly chopped this because I'm going to be blending these. But if you want to skip that step, then you can cut the onions a little bit finer. So now I am going to saute these until they get a bit translucent. I will actually add the tomatoes at the same time, and the ginger. Smell the ginger. And lost tomatoes overboard. Okay, about 5-6 minutes have passed, and the onions have become translucent, and the tomatoes have reduced down. Since I'm blending it all anyways, I think I'm good, and I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put 1 of the coconut milk cans just to have some liquid to blend it with, and then add the rest later. Mixing it, by blending it, everything becomes nice and smooth. But it is an extra step in extra dishes. So if you want to forego the step, and have a chunkier egg curry, then that is an option. But then I would suggest cutting the onions and tomatoes smaller. Okay, I'm putting the curry in a blender. Okay, now we are blending the curry. Nice and smooth. This is where, because I'm making 3 times the amount, I'm going to add the rest of the coconut milk and then water to dilute it down. Make sure not to waste any of the rest. Water can be to your liking, depending on the consistency that you want it. It does get thicker with time, but I like to add a little bit to not feel so guilty about all the coconut milk and dilute it down. So now I am gonna have this on medium heat. And it's time to add the spices. I like this consistency. You guys can see it. This will get thicker. I generally, before I used to cook with exact amounts and I couldn't budge from recipes, but as I have grown in my cooking adventures, I can now deviate from that. You guys can give me feedback if you guys want exact amounts. In the comment section below, there will be the amounts that are needed for this one. So I am adding now turmeric. For you guys, it'll be about half teaspoon. That adds the nice yellow color. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon of coriander powder. Salt to taste. And this is the garam masala. So I always keep it a little milder initially because my daughter doesn't like crazy spice. I'm gonna let this come to a boil. And then taste it, take some out, and then I will add the spices. So now this is boiled, and you can boil some eggs and put in however many you like. So I've boiled and peeled some here, and I'm going to put some aside right now and then add my spices. This is my favorite part now, the spices. So I have shredded jalapeno and adding it in. Maybe that's too much. We'll see. Red chili powder. And this is to your spice levels. And garam masala. Black pepper. That adds the throatiness in the back. feta curry. Thank you guys. Give me your comments, feedback. I'll learn with you as we go on this cooking journey together. Well, maybe made it a little too spicy, but it's so good.